What's up, guys? This is Random Studs. I have a mic for this video. I finally figured out how to connect it from my computer to my iPhone. So we're going to be using this. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully the mic quality's better. I know it's been a little weird. I was hearing it in my reel yesterday that I posted about finishing my comic wall. Go check out my Instagram if you haven't. But other than that, I hope the mic quality, like I said, is better. And let's get into this new comic book day vlog. First off, I have a fat stack of stuff that I read this week. I mean, kind of fat, not really, maybe a little thin. But let's get into that right now. Alrighty, so this week I wanted to start off with Daredevil, Back in Black. I'm only 8 issues through, but from what I've read, the Hand are a good villain. I think Ten Fingers getting killed at the end of, I think it was issue 5 or 6, was very interesting by the Hand. I'm really intrigued to see where it goes, maybe in the next collection, maybe in the next couple issues, but right now I'm in a scene where he's in Macau gambling. So that's been interesting. So far, I really like the artwork. The best way I can compare it is to David Aja's Hawkeye work. I think his work on Hawkeye is really, really well done. And it's kind of simplistic. It's not like Civil War. It's not like All-Star Superman where you're going to get a realistic look of the character. I feel like it looks a little more cartoony, but I feel like that's also part of what makes it. I'm going to give you guys a more full review on my Instagram once I finish it, and it will be sent out as a reel. So go follow my Instagram. If you aren't following, what are you doing? Lock in. All right. But yeah, that's Daredevil, Back in Black. Next up, we got DCKO issue 3. DCKO issue 3 so far was okay. I'm not a really big fan of it. Maybe I'll like it if I read them in order with the collected edition if I get a TPAB in the future. So far, issue 3 has definitely been the lowest of all the issues. I feel like issue 1 was pretty solid. Issue 2 was pretty solid. And I liked the 2 fights I read, Wonder Woman and Lobo, and also Jason Todd and Joker. But I got to this issue, and I really, really wasn't feeling it, I don't think. I don't know what it was. I still think it was a pretty solid issue, but I don't think it was as good as the others. It kind of dipped a little. And at the end, it was kind of cool to see the Absolute characters, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, so I was excited to read the next issue. But let's get into the next one, because it's a bridge between the two of them. The next one is DCKO Boss Battle. DCKO Boss Battle was not bad, but it wasn't really that great either. I didn't really like how the crossovers happened. I felt like they were kind of forced, and it was weird that all these characters came in as soon as the Absolute characters kind of spawned in. I know they needed Omega Energy. I know it's hard to beat the Absolute characters just because they're on Darkseid's side with his power, but I feel like it was kind of weird to do that with a crossover rather than in the main story. It kind of felt like it was just a little bit of a cash grab. I didn't really feel too moved about it. It didn't feel like it moved the plot any more forward. It kind of just felt like it was an add-on added on after they had written the complete story, just to say they had added on, because in issue 4 they don't mention this at all. You guys let me know what you guys thought of this. I kind of thought it was okay, but what do you guys think? Next issue we got is DCKO issue 4. This one I think is definitely my favorite, if not my second favorite. I think my second favorite is still issue 2, when they introduced kind of the bracket style. I thought that was kind of cool. But issue 4 was pretty good. I thought the ending wasn't bad at all, and it was kind of cool to see when Darkseid picked up the Absolute characters, because I didn't really know when they were going to do that, and it would have been kind of weird if he would have interrupted Absolute Batman to get Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman out of their universe and kind of out of their comic line right now. But I thought it was kind of cool that they had taken them from the future, because they said that they're doing something important right now in the present, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm hoping maybe in the new crossover or sometime in the future that they'll get taken by Darkseid's forces, and it'll kind of be a callback to DCKO when they got taken by Darkseid. But yeah, other than that, I'd give the issue like a 4. It's not bad. Yeah, pretty solid. Next up, we got It's Jeff Meets Daredevil. It's Jeff Meets Daredevil was pretty good. I enjoyed most of it. Daredevil wasn't really in most of the issue. I was kind of expecting a little more Daredevil. I don't really read a lot of the It's Jeff comics, but I saw It's Jeff met Daredevil, so I was like, okay, I might have to get it since I'm on my Daredevil train right now. But it was okay. I think more Daredevil could have been used in the comic. There was a lot of Jeff, of course, to be expected, But I feel like Daredevil could have been used a little better other than just in one story. I think he could have been in like 2 or 3 of the stories. I was kind of confused as to why Daredevil was only in one of the stories and not most of them. It was kind of a similar situation with Deadpool Batman, where I was like, I like that they're doing other stories, but I kind of wish they had done that in a separate issue instead of in the same issue. So I felt that Daredevil could have been used more in the issue, and if they wanted to do other stories, they could have done that in another separate issue. But other than that, I thought the story was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty cool that Matt had to help get him out of jail and blame it on Daredevil. But yeah, it's Jeff Meets Daredevil. The last one for this week is Amazing Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral. I was talking about this one in my last video. The art did remind me of the Civil War coloring, and I really did enjoy that. I thought the book was really, really good. Spoilers, if you guys don't want to hear. The story kind of ends with us meeting the Red Man and Carnage talking to him through Eddie Brock's phone, which I thought was pretty funny. The Red Man was killing off anybody in the Brock or Parker family, so I thought that was kind of weird because at the end of each page, you would see at the bottom somebody had died from the Brock or Parker family, which was kind of crazy because there are 28 pages in the whole thing. And there was a lot of deaths in between the stories of Spider-Man, Venom, and Carnage. But I haven't really read a lot of the Carnage Eddie Brock stuff. I thought Carnage and Eddie Brock were pretty funny. I thought it was cool that Venom was still with Mary Jane. I haven't really caught up with those a lot, but it was kind of cool to see Mary Jane in an issue. I wish there was more Spider-Man. There wasn't really a lot after the beginning. I don't think there was actually any. But other than that, I think it was a pretty solid issue. I'm excited to get the second part to this today, and we'll see what happens from there. Alrighty. But without further ado, let's get going to the comic book store. And we made it to the LCS. Let's go in. Let's see. Oh, I'm kind of tempted. Shoot. Damn. Alrighty, I want to show you a little more around here. Oh, that's cool. Hawkeye. Right now, I'm looking for some more Daredevil stuff. You got a couple stuff by Ncbd Jr. here. That's not bad. Oh, I did order something from the Kaketto Chip Zabriskie run, so I'm not going to get that, but that is a really cool cover. Ooh. I kind of want to get this 50. Nah. Alright, let's see what else. We're back from the LCS. I definitely got a little overboard. It's okay, though. I still was trying to pick up the stuff from Columbia. So why don't I show you what I got this week? First, we got Amazing Spider-Man, number 23. This is the second part of Death Spiral. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm really, really excited to read this. The first part was pretty good when I finally got to read it. I'm really excited to read the second part. And yeah, let's see what happens. The next one we got is Ultimates 21. Ultimates is been pretty good, like I've said a couple times on the channel already. I've been enjoying the stuff done by Dennis Camp. I think he's a really great writer, and I think the book is really, really good, and I'm excited to see how issue 21 turns out. I heard Luke Cage's Avengers are pretty prominent in this issue, so I'm excited to see how they get incorporated. Next, we got my Scotty Young connecting cover for Iron Man 2. I'm also really excited to read Iron Man issue 2. This was before I started my channel, but I did get the Iron Man issue 1. It's hanging up there. I really did enjoy that issue, so I'm excited to see how Iron Man goes up against Madame Nask now. Finally, for the floppies, we got DCKO issue 5. I'm really, really interested to see how the event finally ends. It was kind of good timing that I was able to finish it yesterday, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how it ends. I'm hoping it sticks the landing. Finally, we got Daredevil Born Again. This is the trade paperback for the Premier Collection for Born Again. I'm really excited to read it, probably, again. It was really, really good the first time I read it. I remember it was kind of a little slow pace to start. Once it gets started, it really just keeps moving. I really, really enjoyed it the first time that I read it. I remember that I enjoyed Nuke as a character. I thought he was just really explosive when he came in. And just this story just really, really brings Matt Murdock down to just the basics. And I think it's really, really good. and I'm excited to read it again because I'm about to start season 3 of Daredevil. So I want to read it before then so that I can kind of just really enjoy it even more than I did now. And I'm also excited to put it up on the shelf back there too. Not gonna lie. There's our haul for this week. Let's sit down and read for a little bit on the stuff I got right now. We're gonna start off with DCKO issue 5. Let's go. Oh, and this is really random, but before I start, I was not able to pick up a Marvel Team Up issue 14, the reprint of it with Invincible and Spider-Man. My LCS was sold out before I called in what I was going to pick up for the day, so I was not able to get one today. But the good news is I was able to order one from Whatnot, and it's coming here in a couple days, so that'll be on my Instagram. So far, one page in, it's pretty good. Damn, that's crazy. What? Yo, this issue keeps getting crazier and crazier, I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, that is it for DCKO. That is wraps. I thought the issue was pretty good. I liked it. Spoilers if you have not read it yet. But if you haven't, here's a spoiler-free version. Just know it's kind of crazy. There's a little bit of, there's a bunch of stuff that ends up happening with a certain character, and they get a lot of stuff. Let's just say that, and I'll kind of just keep it there. But it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, and I'll now get into the spoilers, where Darkseid talks about the Absolute Universe, and he talks about Absolute Crisis on Infinite Earths. Which, if you guys know what Crisis on Infinite Earths is, I have one of the actual issues from the original run, where the Flash dies from the 80s. So that'll be interesting if they're actually going to do Absolute Crisis on Infinite Earths, because that's going to be really, really wild. I wonder if it's going to be with the main DC universe. So we'll see that. Alright, on to the next issue. Alrighty, we're reading Death Spiral Part 2. Really, really excited. One quick note before I start reading. I'm a little disappointed because I just realized right now, I know Amazing Spider-Man has their own creative team. I'm kind of disappointed this wasn't all by the same artist, because I know 9 parts is a lot for one artist to do, but I feel like it would have been so much better if it was all kind of in the same art style. But just to note, it might be really good. Oh, does Peter not know that MJ is Venom? Yo, I might be really slow on this. Yo, wait, what? No, this is kind of crazy. I really might be slow on this. Hold on, I'm gonna keep reading. I'll show you guys right now. But this line says, from Venom, we got better. Also, she broke up with Paul Rabin. This made some people very happy. Are you some people? That just feels like it's just made for the fans, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of funny. Alrighty, that is a wrap on issue 23 of ASM, also known as part 2 of Death Spiral. That's a wrap on issue 23, also known as part 2 of Death Spiral. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it was as good as the first part. I kind of was taken out with the art. Ed McGuinness doesn't have bad art, but compared to the artist from the first issue, I'm going to say it was a step down. The writing was still really good, and I really, really might be slow about this. I need to catch up on my ASM, but I'm pretty sure the killer, Torment, which I think he was called Mr. Redman in the texts, which I didn't know because I don't read the Carnage stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's Muse. I could be wrong here. I'll put if I'm wrong or right, but yeah, so far I think it's pretty good. Also spoilers, kind of just maybe mute it for a quick second. I cannot believe they just killed Shocker. That's kind of crazy. That's a shocker to me. But yeah, alright. No more spoilers. Just go out, read this, support your LCS. It's a great issue. I think you should go out and read it. Alrighty, but that's a wrap on today's video. Let me know if you guys sticked around and watched the entire video. Do a spider web emoji. Let me know that you guys watched it. I really appreciate when you guys just do any sort of engagement, likes, subscriptions, comments. So just let me know what you guys thought. I'm excited to do more videos, hopefully this week. And yeah, I mean, like I said, if you guys want to see more content from me, I'm becoming pretty active on my Instagram page, posting almost daily. So go check that out. I know I've been kind of advertising my Instagram a lot, but just if you want to see more content from me, make sure to just keep liking, subscribing, follow my Instagram, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.